Gotta make sure everyone has their mornings here in places where I link it.
It's like they're trying to start it, but they're like, no, should we start it? No. Alright, here we go. Good morning, Sakurai.
Hello everyone.
Good morning. Nice fight stick, Sakurai.
Mr. Samurai does not know how to use one of those.
5 awards at this year's Japan Game Awards.
Good I forgot about that. They won so many
It's received
awards.
a great many awards.
Look at him flexing right now.
Each award is very meaningful to me. So I would
Look
like
at this
to take the
nigga.
opportunity to extend my thanks
Showing his dick
to all
off on
those who have
stream.
voted and to all those who have supported.
How old is Sakurai? He's
Thank
like in
you
his
so much.
60s.
Immortal.
Probably.
Without further ado, let's
Ages
begin
in
the presentation.
reverse.
He flexed
First, we'll
stupid
start
hard.
with what the Neo Geo is.
Oh my
It refers to a
gosh.
1990
Load.
video game console
Damn.
for use in arcades and at home, as well as to the name of the system itself. In 1990, the equivalent to the Super
Now to
NES
hide
had only
chat,
just released
so I
in
don't have to
Japan.
see
So if you wanted
them
to play arcade games at home,
spamming
before
stupid
then, the only
shit.
option was to play the less polished ports on the Nintendo Entertainment System. However, with the Neo Geo system, you could play the arcade versions of games at home with no drop in quality. 1990 was right around the year that I started working
God,
for
whose
Game
song was this again?
Back then, Japan had rental services for arcade games.
No idea.
In other words, you could go to a rental store,
this Psycho
rent an
Soldier
arcade
thing?
game, take it home, and play it.
That's a 94 women's team theme.
After
Right,
that,
yeah,
they were
yeah, yeah.
sold for home use, but a single game would cost about 30,000 yen. That's expensive. But if you think about it, compared to playing a game in the arcade 300 times at 100 yen per play, you're getting your money's worth. At the time, some people actually thought this was cheap.
That's why they made the Neo Geo CD.
I mean,
So the games
there
were
really are
cheap, but
people
the
who play
console was still
games
pretty
in the Super
pricey.
Smash Brothers series 1,000
low
or even 10,000
times.
times. Anyway,
Up to
the
a minute
MVS,
or
as
two.
it was called then, was sold in various places, and for an arcade
I'm going
machine,
through the
it
whole
wasn't all
history
that
right now.
expensive.
Hey, man, you gotta spell it out for the
You could
Smash
also get them
players.
on
I know, right? It's obvious why.
Oh yes, the beautiful
Some of these Smash
Metal
kitties
Slug
need
Neo
this.
Geo Candy Cab.
The home version of the Neo Geo came with this
Colors.
controller. Can you see? It has 4 buttons,
Yeah, that shit looks hella comfy.
and this is the actual console itself.
A lot of
Here's
places,
the
a lot
set
of rooms to
button,
put your
and
fucking
here you
hand
slot
on.
in the big game cartridges. This is the Neo Geo. Just kidding.
It's not the actual console, it's a Neo Geo X!
I forgot about the Neo Geo X.
You could also insert it into this dock
You son of a
as
bitch!
a home console.
I
What a
really
troll.
forgot
Switch to
about
it.
the Neo Geo X. Holy shit.
A portable, multi-purpose console.
SNK even sent a cease and desist order to them to quit selling that shit.
Oh yeah?
Next,
Yeah,
let's
because
talk
it was
about
such a
Fatal
shitty
Fury.
product.
It
They went
released
against
in
their contract.
1991, the same year as Street Fighter 2, but this one came later. It launched after Street Fighter 2. Like many of the other fighters, Fatal Fury was often regarded as a title that was developed to capitalize on the popularity of Street Fighter 2.
Of course, they're
but
showing the
that's not
Super
really the
Nintendo
case.
version and not the Neo Geo version.
Actually, both Street Fighter 2 and Fatal Fury were developed using the original Street Fighter as a foundation. In fact, the development of Fatal Fury was started by one of the planners of Street Fighter. Did I just hear you say wow? This one is also a multiplayer-focused fighting game. In this story, someone named Jeff Bogard is killed by Geese Howard. Geese Howard starts up a fighting tournament in Southtown.
Holy cow.
which he
Oh
wins.
yeah.
Damn it!
To
Swole.
avenge his father's
Swole.
death, Terry enters the tournament, which is known as King of
That's a
Fighters.
lot of cursing that went on in those few
I
few
mentioned the
seconds
term King
from
of
Nintendo
Fighters,
streams.
something you may have heard before. Yes, there's actually a popular series called the King of Fighters, and that series was named after the fighting tournament within the world of Fatal Fury.
I appreciate
And
him
Terry
doing this for
Bogard,
Smash
who is the
games.
protagonist of Fatal Fury, also appears in all the games in the King of Fighters series as one
Is
of the
this
main
why it's 40
characters.
minutes?
Yes,
If
chill
you
it.
want to play a game
Yes.
from either of the Fatal Fury series or the King of Fighters series, many of them are available now on Nintendo Switch as part of the Arcade Archive series. You may not know which one to play first, but my recommendations from the Fatal Fury series would be Fatal
Okay.
Fury Special. From the King of Fighters series, my recommendation would be the King of Fighters 95.
95?
But if you want to play a
Apparently.
fighting game with all sorts of strategic elements, then I
Of course,
recommend the King
98.
of Fighters 98.
That-
Next, I'll give you some insight on Terry Bogard. Actually,
Okay,
this video was
Sakura, you did
recorded
good
about
with saying
1 month
that.
prior to its release. That's because we need to translate and edit videos like this one, and that takes time. The game footage you see here is not from the final production ROM, so please understand that there may be some elements that differ from the final game. Since we have the opportunity, I want to talk about Terry using a lot of SNK lingo, meaning in this discussion the younger generations may feel a little out of the loop. But there's nothing to worry about. When we released the original Nintendo 64 version of Super Smash Bros., I was often asked, who is Samus? Whether or not the
SNK
character's
lingo,
fun to play
aka
as
wubba
is more
wubba. I'm
important
pink
than
today,
whether
boy.
the character is new or old, or whether the character is recognizable to everyone. I want to make sure I present Terry to you in such a way that you can fully understand his appeal. So thank you.
I'm really curious how they like,
Okay,
made it
let's
work.
begin.
Does he have command moves? Are his jump-ins amazing?
This is Terry Bogard in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. He's still wearing an outfit that reflects the era of his original game, but we did our best to make him look cool in
It's
a
weird
variety
not
of
seeing
ways.
him warded up.
When he stands next to Ryu, it almost makes you wonder, is this really a Super Smash Bros. Game? Doesn't it? Just like Ryu, when you're playing one-on-one, he'll face the opponent. Actually, he always looks in the opponent's direction.
He has
Even
the
if you
same
move
shit
into a
too.
location behind
Yep.
the opponent, he'll quickly turn around, always keeping his focus on the opponent. Let's talk about his moves. His neutral attacks are jab, body blow, and high kick. Each move is something familiar from the Fatal Fury series. And his dash is power charge.
Sick.
This is a move you can use in Real Battle Fatal Fury Special and others. In the original
mean
series,
as
it
fuck.
was one of his special moves.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
His tilt attacks are middle
Power
kick,
charge.
rising upper, and underkick. Compared to Ryu, his attack speed is slower. This is to match his original series. Now for smash attack.
Underkick.
First up,
Wow,
backspin
okay.
kick.
Oh shit, the fucking,
This
the
smash
real
attack
belt.
is the equivalent to his strong attack,
The
but
side,
the motion is even cooler than in his original series.
it looks like the side swap move.
Next, wild upper and slide kick.
Oh, passing sway.
Both are from the original series. Then his midair moves. Jump, then chop. Jump, then kick. Jump, then backward kick. And then somersault kick. However, this somersault kick was not included in the original series. But we needed a move to attack up. So we created a
Man,
new
that
move.
jump kick is looking like Chip's jump dust.
Also, jump and then karate punch for a down air attack. If you successfully pull off a down air, it's possible to attack with a meteor effect, as you can see here. It's basically like Ryu's. Next, I'll cover his throws. His forward throw is his familiar buster throw. His back throw is also
Okay,
extra.
Ryu had that too.
And
Has
his down
that.
throw is neck breaker drop. In fact,
Do you?
he used it in the game
Do you
Fatal
really?
Fury, Wild Ambition. I miss playing that game on Hyper Neo Geo 64.
Fucking wild
And then
ambition,
his up throw
seriously.
is grasping upper. This sort of dodge attack
I don't
can be
believe him.
performed after a spot dodge.
Nobody misses
I
one.
mentioned
Nobody
dodge
misses that.
And this actually does exist.
He has a dodge attack. Oh,
During a spot dodge, immediately press the button to counterattack.
oh.
Oh
During a dodge
shit.
attack, your upper body becomes invincible, so this kind of move gives you the
Oh
advantage.
wow,
when you
that's
counter.
gonna
that's so
make some people
cool.
mad.
Now for a special attack.
Hey, Kente. Not even
His neutral
Kente.
special, with just
You
the
know what
B
I mean.
button, is Power Wave. Depending on how long you press the button, you'll use one of two types of special attacks, weak and strong.
Still got the pressure sense in himself.
This one is weak and kinda slow, and this one is strong. Fast, isn't it? For Ryu, in his original game, you used 3 buttons, so there were weak, medium, and strong attacks. For Terry Bogard, you could use 4 buttons in his original game, but there were only 2
Rock
buttons
you.
for punch. So that's why he only has 2 attack levels, weak and strong. This rule applies to all of his special attacks, so please keep that in mind. By the way, the attack Power Wave is a move that shoots energy along the ground, but how does it look in the air? In his
Come on,
original
just
game,
show
you couldn't
command
use this move in
inputs.
the air. This is how it looks now.
Oh, the runway.
As of the King of Fighters 96, the Power Wave ability had a shorter range, so we've recreated that version of the move. It's a useful move in midair and helps keep opponents
That's why
in
Mugen
check.
exists.
Next, we have a special performed while holding.
Alright, we're gonna get
direction of
Terry
the opponent,
Mugen that can do
Burning
that.
Knuckle. This move also has a weak and strong version, as well as a command input. Like the Hadouken command input from Street Fighter 2, you perform this command using
Wait a
the
second.
directional input down to the
Oh,
side
good.
That's not the
in
end
the
of
direction of
Burning
your
Knuckle.
opponent, and then
That's,
press
that's
the
not the right input.
button. Doing so makes the move a bit stronger. This
That's
move,
correct. That's
Burning Knuckle, has
wrong.
4 variations.
Wait, it has 4 types?
Weak without command input,
Oh, that's weird.
and strong without command input. Weak with command input, and strong with command input. The strong version using the command input is of course the most powerful. You'll hear a noise when you input the command.
What the fuck's that sound effect from?
And if you've
kind
succeeded,
of sounds like Isabel's.
you might also notice
side
some
smack-
green mixed
side
in with the
smack.
flames. It may be slight, but there is a difference. The strong version with the command input really is strong, even capable of KOing opponents. It can be blocked, however, so be on the lookout
I'm
for that.
glad he's got the blue knuckle back.
In such a case, you'll be left wide open.
Stupid unsafe on shield just at the game. It's not blocking it.
And this is a first for the Super Smash Bros. Series, but the side specials are split into 2 versions, a back special and a front special.
What?
That means there's one more side special than usual.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
This is a familiar move from his
How
original
the fuck
game.
does that work in there?
There's also a command input version. It's performed by using the directional buttons down to the back, followed by the A or B button.
Good.
The command version can launch your opponent quite a bit further.
That looks stupid fast.
It creates a bit of an arc, so it can be used as an anti-air attack when your opponents try to hit you.
That looks really
Man,
annoying.
that-
to
Close
deal with.
that's
range,
some
if you
Fatal
happen to
Fury
be blocked
1
by a
and
shield,
2 crack
it's hard
shot
to be
speed right there.
counterattacked because you'll pass through
Seems
them.
safe on block as well. Jesus.
There's something I want you to remember. When you do a crack shoot off screen, this is how it will look. Terry swings with his whole body when using
Oh, that's
Burning
gonna be
Knuckle
OP.
and crack shoot, so it can be hard to recover. However, if you keep pressing backwards without inputting commands, you should be able to initiate crack shoot in the direction you're trying to recover. Let me show you one more time. Do this, then continue to press backward. And then you can recover. If you press too quickly or input some commands,
Green
you'll
knuckle
fly right
midair.
off the stage, so be careful. And this is his up special, Rising Tackle.
Do you have to
It
charge
also
it?
has weak and strong versions, each with differing heights. And did you notice that if you hold down briefly to charge,
Yeah, he does
your
have to
whole body
charge.
glows a little? In this case, your whole body will be invincible at the start. Either way,
Come
your
on,
legs
give
will
it
be
auto
invincible.
guard, you cowards.
Here's an example of this invincibility in action. With the standard Rising Tackle, I got completely wiped out when I threw myself at them. But with Rising Tackle's charged command version, you can't be hit at this moment, so you come out on top. You can of course use Rising Tackle as a recovery as well. Even after using Burning Knuckle or Crack Shoot, you can still use Rising Tackle.
He actually has pretty good recovery. Holy
This
shit.
is also very helpful when you're trying to recover, so please keep that in mind. His down special is Power Dunk, an attack that rises and descends. This side, down, diagonally down command input is also known as the
Oh,
Shoryuken command.
I want them to have the actual.
If
like,
you can pull it
like,
off, you'll be
Fatal
invincible
Fury
at the start of
inputs.
the move.
Let him break it.
Is that a wall?
Also, you
this
can
time.
hear a sound.
Now
when
you
it
just gotta
connects,
go do the Mamma Mia.
but it might be tough to make out. Now, let's talk about canceling specials. I'd really like you to keep this in mind. First, if you use a special after attacking with a standard attack, the special won't come out until the move animation is finished. That makes sense, right? But here's what happens if you cancel out of it. At this moment here, if you've successfully entered a special command input, the rest of the animation will be cancelled, allowing you to attack again immediately. I'll do that again.
Oh, it's so cool because
Throw out a kick like
Project
normal,
M card
Oh,
plays like
yes.
this.
and once your leg extends,
I'm about
you'll
this right
perform the
now.
move.
You're just about to bust.
So many Smash kids are getting
Set it up
mad
so that
at
when you
this.
attack,
I
you can
know
go
they
straight
are.
into the special.
I don't know, Mad just fucking worried because this is a
This
very
will
different
increase your
character.
offensive options. Please try this out. For example, neutral attack 1, 2, and power. This is a bread and butter combo. Aside from that, you can also get Terry to fly out and attack in an M shape. In his original game, you could only cancel attacks on the ground, but in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it's possible to
Yeah, like
cancel
a
aerial
fucking
moves.
hyper fighter.
The types of aerial attacks that you can cancel are limited to things like neutral air attacks or down air attacks.
Oh god,
But
Terry's
I think
Marvel
it would be
now.
wise
Yeah.
to use these combos to expand your offensive options. And at last,
Man,
the
I need
final
to
smash.
get this game.
His final smash begins with triple geyser. Terry will shoot 3 geysers straight forward. However, if you think that's all, you're very mistaken.
You're very mistaken. Fucking Sakurai killed himself. Oh fuck. He doesn't say are you okay. He does the
As you
fucking
can see,
one.
It's
if triple geyser connects,
Bit
you'll
weak.
follow up with power dunk and Buster Wolf. It's 3 moves in 1. It's a visually striking combo.
Here comes the big one.
You may be
Oh,
wondering
shit.
what happened to his original super special moves. Yes, they're here too.
Ooh, he has supers.
With
Too
the
bad
usual
we'll never
rules,
get to
when
see
Terry's
that.
damage meter rises
Hell yeah,
up
we
to
real talk,
100%
baby.
or
Oh
higher,
my god, he
and
has
stamina
supers.
mode, when his overall HP drops to 30% or less, you'll
We
see this
fucking
go
reeled
all
out.
over
Are
the
you
bottom of the screen.
serious?
At this point, if you enter the specific command,
Oh my god!
you can initiate the power geyser you see here. The command input
Oh,
is
nice.
by far
Yes.
the way it's said in the original.
Nice.
They did it.
Down, angle
math-
down,
Yes, yes,
side,
he did.
angle
They
down,
did it.
forward.
They fucking did it. They have the fucking
Well, it's a bit complicated.
Fit of Fury
Downward,
inputs.
then backward,
Oh,
then
Smashers are gonna cry now.
They're gonna have the fucking Fit of Fury inputs.
It is an action game after all, so you get to control the direction of your punch, be it right or left. In that case, no matter which direction you're going for, just swap the right input and left input.
Have fucking
It's
fun
like this.
doing that.
Downward, then backward, then forward. Or down, and then the
Oh,
opposite
okay,
direction.
that's it.
That's
Are you
forward.
okay with the regular one?
And then there's his other super special move,
Are you okay? There, yeah, okay, good.
Yeah.
Buster Wolf. You can initiate this one by repeating the Hadouken
Yes!
command input twice. Down to side, then down to side again.
My dog is crying. I'm very mad right now. He heard me
It can be
talking.
rather
He's like,
difficult
okay.
to pull off moves using the original game's command inputs, but you
time
can
to
also
say.
use simplified command inputs. In the case of Power Geyser, remember this: down, side, down, forward. As long as you input the command downward to the side, to the back, downward again, and then forward, you should be fine.
I mean, that's just the regular buffer.
In the
That's-
case of Buster Wolf,
nothing
it's
really.
Max
simply
was all like,
down,
Nintendo make us
ACF
CP3. I'm like,
I mean, it's been like that since forever.
Yeah.
And also
That should be
all the
easy to
KOF
remember.
games.
You
That's
gotta
fine.
learn, gotta learn
even though the
QCB's
command input is
ATFs.
complex, it can still be blocked with ease.
Go back.
Since these moves can only be used
It's
when
crazy
Terry
how
has
they
taken a
made
lot
him
of
have the-
damage, you'll
the
be in
fucking
even more
super
danger
thing.
if your opponent blocks.
How they kept it, like
So they're high risk and high return.
where he's like,
Please
if he's
save
low on
them for when
health,
you
he
really
keeps
need to
doing
make a last-ditch
supers.
effort.
Hell yeah, he does. Well,
You
it's
can use it
unsafe
again and
apparently.
again, But be careful, your opponent may be able to predict your move and take action. Essentially, it's best to use it when it's least expected, or to cancel out of a combo, like this. For the taunts, I decided to match his original game. His up taunt is "Hey, come on," from the King of Fighters series.
Wow.
His down taunt spins his hat like in the Real Bout series. And his side taunt is "Stand Up" from Goro, Mark of the Wolves.
Oh, he has the, which rock came out sometimes.
I've demonstrated him using various special moves in the game so far, and you can hear his voice.
Yes, we got that track.
Like that. We've incorporated both his longer remarks, like Power Wave, from older titles, and his shorter remarks,
Man, he
like
needs the
Rocky,
whistle.
from newer
And take
titles.
it easy.
And here are his color variations. There's a good variety of colors available from across the series, and the cat design is slightly different for each version. They're based on his original games, and we've also included some from the King of Fighters 14 and the anime series.
The fucking anime? Are you serious?
Oh, dude.
He sometimes takes off his cap too. For example, it happens during his victory pose. His cap also blows away when
Joe,
he's
get on
defeated in
stage.
stamina mode.
When he dies,
Don't just stand there.
The stage is called King of Fighters Stadium.
Hey, Joe. You're looking hella thick, by the way.
It looks like one hardcore fighting coliseum.
Like stupid thick, actually.
The text above the Jumbotron
Oh,
reads,
dude.
King of Fighters, without the. When we talk about a game title, we need the up front, but the name of the tournament in the game's story is just King of Fighters.
God, you went to that.
This is a very unique stage, and it follows
Oh,
some
you're
rules
looking
that haven't
stupid
existed
thick.
in
Jesus
Super Smash
Christ.
Bros. Ultimate before. First, the edge is walled off. In
Holy
the
shit.
Super Smash Bros. Series, you need to launch opponents off the stage.
How the fuck does
Here,
this work?
however, the more damage a
Framing
fighter
it.
has accumulated, the more the wall will visually
Oh,
react
wall
when they're
break.
launched
Oh.
into it. Can you see? Eventually, fighters will break right through the
Alright,
wall.
that's fucking sick.
There are fireworks
That's
in the
a
background.
pretty sweet stage gimmick.
That's
Basically,
a cool
this
stage.
special feature allows you to KO an opponent only
Are
after
you
they've
serious
accumulated
with
enough
that?
damage.
That is so
should be
cool.
This stage should be the new standard. Fuck
That
Final
is so
Destination.
fucking
That way, you can
cool.
enjoy the battle more like you would in a traditional fighting game. When you're close to the wall, it's possible to be KO'd even when your damage is low. It's just like in regular stages.
Ring bout,
In the
baby.
Real Bout Fatal Fury series, there was a feature in which the walls could be destroyed, and players could suffer a ring out when they hit the wall.
I just wish there's more going on in the background.
This isn't
It feels
exactly
so
the same,
empty.
but we made it kind of similar.
It's kind of like
to
the
that.
Kill
We
with
hope you'll enjoy
13
playing at this stage
Yeah.
with all its special rules.
yeah, stage thing.
Bodied.
By the way, there are guest characters in the background, right? Since we have the opportunity, I'd like to introduce them to you.
Wait, do we need a whole segment?
First
Hey,
up,
Andy!
Andy Bogard. He's the adoptive brother of Terry Bogard.
Oh, hey, pasta.
Both of them were adopted from an orphanage and raised by Jeff Bogard.
Wait, Ryuji?
However, while Terry's teacher was Jeff Bogard, Andy studied under Mai Shiranui's father. He uses the
I'd be
Kopoken fighting
really
style.
impressed if they put Mai as a cameo.
Joe Higashi. He's one of the three main characters from earlier games in the Fatal Fury series. He's the only one that doesn't have any
Man, they just
connection
had to go
Geese
with the
Howard.
worst
He's
Andy
a Muay Thai
outfit.
champion. Tung Fu Ru.
Hey,
He's
Tung!
the master of the Holy Fist of 8 Ways, and he also
Hey,
trained
hey,
Jeff
hey!
Bogard. He can enlarge his body as well.
Get big!
Billy Kane. He's been in many Fatal Fury games since the first one, and he's the right-hand man of Geese Howard. While he appears in the first game, his costume is based on his appearances in King of Fighters 97 onwards. You can't really see his back, but the no smoking symbol is definitely
Praise,
there.
this is just a cameo and it already looks better than
Geese
14.
Howard,
Geese!
the big boss of
Goose is
Southtown.
just trapped
And
in an
he's the rival
eternal
of Terry
loop
Bogard.
of laughing.
Falling off of buildings is his thing.
Fire abilities is his thing. Hey, Rock!
His first appearance was Goro, Mark of the Wolves. He's the son
Voguing
of Geese
up for
Howard,
you.
and Terry actually.
Alright,
raised
Geese
him.
looks really good.
That means his appearance in this game at this age with
I
that
can't
look
contain my
doesn't
blood
really drive the
rage.
timeline, but Smash is kind of like that to begin with, right?
He's trying to,
Oh,
trying to
shit.
do
Kim
timeline.
Kappel,
My boy!
He uses Taekwondo
Kim?
and considers
Really, man?
himself a fighter
No,
for justice.
I'm ahead of
His
you, man.
Go-Okyaku is very famous. Ryuji
Oh.
Yamazaki. His first appearance was in Fatal Fury
Holy
3,
shit, how
and
many
he's a
fucking
criminal
times did
known
they
as
put
an
Oh
archer.
damn, Kim.
He's very selfish and sadistic.
Oh shit.
Blue
The
Mary.
bee.
Wow,
Her
they
first
actually put
appearance-
Mary in.
Her first appearance was in Fatal Fury 3 too. She uses combat sambo, and she's a good drinking buddy of Terry's. Those were the characters from the Fatal Fury
How many
series.
fucking models
From
did they
here
get?
on, let me introduce characters from other series. Athena Asamiya. She's a
Athena?
Psycho Soldier. Psycho Soldier is a memorable
Did they
game
have the
released
entire
in
roster of
1986,
KOF or
and it
some
was
shit?
the first title to feature a fully voiced theme song within the game. This epic song was also remixed for Super Smash Bros.
This
Ultimate,
epic song.
and it was recorded in both Japanese and
Fuck's that
English.
pose, Kyo?
Music start. Kyo Kusanagi. He's the protagonist
Oh,
of the King of Fighters series,
dude, you know what that
and he
pose is?
uses
It's
the
supposed when
ancient martial arts Kusanagi
the teammates in the background.
Speaking of the protagonist, there are differences depending on which version
Didn't
you're
even
talking
notice.
about, like
But yeah,
Orochi and
I
Nest.
guess you're right.
Yeah, when he's in the background and posing for you, and they say,
Anyway,
yeah,
he is forever a school kid.
he's forever a school
Iori
kid.
Yagami. Originally, he was introduced as Kyo Kusanagi's rival, but when I first
Oh.
saw this character in the game at the time, due to his look and attitude, I thought, whoever created this character must be a genius.
The boys!
The
Goro
boy.
Daimon.
The
He's a judo
boys.
gold medalist belonging to the Japanese team, and he likes to throw his opponents. Chang Koehan and Choi Bonge. One is an escaped convict, and the other is a slasher.
Got that diamond.
They are currently undergoing rehabilitation under the previously mentioned King Couple,
The boys.
Ralf Jones, and Clark Still.
And more boys afterwards.
They were main
boys.
characters in the Ikari Warriors series before Neo Geo.
They have, like,
They appeared as
Holy
guests in the
shit,
Metal Slug
man.
series too.
Oh yes.
here's the question though.
Ryo Sakazaki,
Will they put Mai in?
protagonist of Art of Fighting.
I don't
The
think
original Art of Fighting was released
I don't know.
just
I don't think
before
they
Fatal
will.
Fury 2. That means it was the first
They're gonna have to.
game
Send,
to
they're gonna have to
implement
put give her
a
like her
true
Fatal
super
Fury
special
outfit
move.
or something because I
How could I
cannot
not
see her.
include him? King. Her first appearance was in Art of Fighting, and she's a bouncer and bodyguard. She is a beautiful woman with
She's
an
busy
androgynous
with
sense of style.
Dead or Alive.
Next, Yuri Sakazaki. She was kidnapped in the first Art of Fighting game.
Oh, yeah, I
but
guess.
After that, she's
Yeah.
trained hard and
not
mastered
in.
Shokugen Karate
Cool.
in just 1 year. In other words, she's a genius.
Unless she's an assist trophy or something.
So, as you can see, we've included many characters. A total of 20 characters.
God, this
You
is
know,
so
it's
fucking
very
gross.
cumbersome. I mean, it takes a lot of time. But so many people love each and every one of these characters, even outside the
Yeah,
confines
like
of
everyone's freaking
individual
out. No
series.
Mai.
So
I
we
thought
simply
so.
had to do our best by them.
You can't put like.
By the way, you may have noticed that a very
Christ,
important
they basically
character
just
from the Fatal
Made
Fury
models
series
like
is
half
not
a
included.
kill of Ralph.
Wait,
Jones.
wait.
She's literally too lewd. She's too
Super
lewd.
Smash Bros. Ultimate is for good boys and girls of many different
For
ages.
good boys and
I
girls.
decided not to
Oh
feature
no.
them. Please forgive us.
They finally coughed
Also,
out.
My music features a variety of tracks, and the music that plays affects which special
All right,
guests will
I
appear.
respect you guys for like saying it though.
For example,
Isn't Smash rated
there's
T
a
for
track
teen?
called Pasta, and when the music is playing, Andy
10.
Bogard will always appear. I hope you look
Oh
forward
wait,
to
it's
that as
rated
well.
E. Never mind.
For good boys and girls only.
Okay, I'm done providing information, so now let's jump into some actual battles. This time, I'm going to play the Terry route of Classic mode. On top of that, I want to try and hit the highest intensity level. Let's see if I can get all the way up to intensity 9.9. Honestly, playing the game in extreme difficulty while doing commentary is extremely hard.
Flex on him, Sakurai. Show us your
One or
skills.
the other is doable, but doing both at once forces me to divide my attention. But that means I should do my best at both. I'll do my best.
Why'd you play in the Neo Geo Cat?
First, this route is named the King of Smash. 3 characters who have some sort of connection will appear as a set, a challenge that looks somehow familiar. Okay, the first intensity level is 5.0, so I should be fine. All battles in Terry's route are stamina battles. This stage's special KO rule that I talked about earlier isn't the best match for stamina rules, but oh well. On his route, a lot of stages feel like they're from a moment, the King of Fighters 14. We did a lot of digging around. and finally managed to narrow our many candidates down to 50 songs. We never intended to do something like this, of course.
Dang.
So we submitted our 50 proposals to SNK, expecting them to pick out maybe 10 or 20 that they considered acceptable. But they told us they were...
They're adding 50
okay.
tracks from SNK's library.
As a result, we've pretty much added in 50 songs.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Have a look at the
50
list.
different SNK songs.
Are you fucking serious?
That's how we ended
Just look
up
at that
with
list.
a
Yeah, keep going.
Best music. This was a very special one-off case, and I don't
they got
think
some
we'll be
Kyo
able to do the
Kusanagi
same
music
for our
too.
series. To be
Oh,
honest,
yes,
I think that being able to
176th
hear such a
Street.
selection might make the Fighter's Pass worth quite a bit more than its price.
Oh, they
like-
have metal songs too.
Yeah, they
I do hope you'll enjoy
didn't
it.
really want to limit it to only Fatal Fury because
Imagine
all
only
SNK
having-
songs are
Spirit
amazing.
board too.
Imagine only having 2
The
songs.
Spirit board can be selected via the Spirits menu.
It's posted made by the SNK crew.
Have a look at the background. If it looks familiar to you, you'll start
Man,
feeling pretty
I still wish
nostalgic.
this was his stage rather than the
Shinjiro-san's artwork is
tournament.
always so nice and vibrant, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can also look forward to mock tournaments featuring each of the
Yeah,
characters.
that Moe blob Athena.
That old school Athena and Ralph and Clark artwork really is something. Now for the Mii Fighters. Please have a look.
Is there going to be another Sands incident?
Oh boy, here we go.
Now everyone's hype about Mii Fighters because of fucking Sands. Oh, Neko. Makes sense. But that's not Sands. Yo, we're getting Sands 2.0.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Papyrus.
That's great.
Fuck, Yori makes another crossover.
Oh,
too.
nice.
That's so good.
Oh shit. Yo, real shit?
I love how they're doing
Oh,
moves that are
cool.
just like the fucking games.
Oh shit.
Fucking Juna Hayenda, yo, nigga. Yeah! Now done handcuff lightning. Alright, no Sands, but that was pretty good too. Yeah, fuck you, Link. He did handcuff lightning. November 6th. Is that when Terry's coming out?
SNK was also involved with the
Terry
Mii
out
Fighter
today?
set this time, so it has a strong fighting game influence. It borrows a lot from the series Nakoruru comes from, like her wind slash attack, so I hope you'll enjoy those little details.
Oh yeah, one thing about the music
Moving on
track,
to Amiibo, here's
like
the new lineup.
they narrowed it down to those 50, then they send them over to
Simon,
SNK
Chrom,
to approve,
and Incineroar.
hoping
Each
to
of
get
these
like
will be
maybe 10
released
they
on
could put
Friday,
in.
November
SNK
Yeah,
was
no,
just like, yeah, sure,
No, SNK loves their fucking music. They want to share that shit.
exactly.
Next, let's discuss the details of the updates. We've made some improvements to battle arenas. First, we're making
finally.
you can send messages
Oh,
to
thank
each
you.
other in a battle arena. The messages
It only
are
took
preset.
you almost a year.
So
Yeah,
there's
right?
that, and also the player who created the arena can now change the
Oh,
rules.
wow. Thank you. So I don't have to fucking remake the room.
We've also added the option to play either Battlefield form or Omega form at random in the stage settings. Aside from that, you can now pick Elite only as an arena type.
Fucking Nintendo Online. I
Furthermore,
swear.
quick play won't be the only way to play with people you don't know. As long as the arena type is set to public and no password is set,
So yeah,
we've made it so
today.
anyone is now free to join. So I hope you'll enjoy that. Terry is due for distribution on
Today.
November 6th. If you have the Fighter's Pass, you'll be able to get him straight away, or you can purchase him separately. Well, I think that wraps it up for our Terry Bogard showcase. I hope we were able to convey his appeal.
Was that 40 minutes? Yeah, just
By the
about.
way, his reveal trailer was aired in advance. It was created using SNK pixel art. The complete version of it, including the gameplay portion, is finally ready.
Wait, there's a
I'd like
full
to show it
version?
to you after this. Now this is something of an inside story, but I of course wrote the plot for SNK's pixel art packed reveal trailer. When the invitation comes out, you might recall how it says, "Don't be late, S." That is not what I wrote. It makes me think, ugh, this is why I hate inside jokes. After leaving it to the staff, it snuck its way in there.
Fucking stab.
I just want you to know that the S is also the Super Smash Bros. Series S.
How
Well,
dare they?
let's move on to the intro movie.
There's actually a full version. Are you serious? They didn't even have to do that. Fuck you, Kyo. You're getting shit from me. Ryo, more like we know.
Oh.
Hey. Geese, more like geese. Nakoruru, more like no more for you.
Yori couldn't catch because it wasn't claw.
Yori, more like you're. This is still one of the best ones, though.
Mm.
Hey, cover!
Faces of fucking fury. Oh, the fucking the audience is the pixel art from the games. That's such a good touch.
Shit, I didn't even notice.
Are you okay?
It is pretty sweet.
Come on.
Why are you doing Buster Wolf on Wolf? He did the time Lucas came out. That's cute. I still can't go with the fact that they're like, okay, we can't do my. They could have just done her Fate of Fury look.
No, breast too big.
Did you not see Mary?
Book too big.
That shit was bigger than your head.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Look at them shits. Is that it?
We crammed in a little too much content this time. Hopefully, I'll be able to
Yep.
make future showcases
okay.
a little shorter.
Thanks, Sakura.
Thanks, crew at Nintendo.
Time for all the Smash Kitties to not like this character at
Yeah.
all.
And then every time anyone says any complaint, people will just spam "Are you okay?" in the comments.
Now time to play the fucking waiting game.